Click the links I run on coffee and hate and Indian sex workers because I ain't like that jackass on Twitter. I eat Indians. Hey guys, sex work is real work. Ree! If you don't know who Anita Sarkeesian is, she's just a grifter. That's it. That's the whole. She's an internet personality who's a grifter. She makes money on outrage clicks, and basically she's in the same category as those who are those black preacher dudes? Oh God, I don't even remember. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. What these guys used to do is they would call companies like Ford and tell them, you're going to have a problem with your black employees going on strike. And Ford would be like, what the hell are you talking about? It says, well, if you pay me as a consultant for $40,000 a year, your black employees won't go on strike. It's just a shakedown. And Ford looks at it and thinks to himself, maybe it's worth it to pay Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all these other grifting idiots money just to make them go away. It's a bizarre thing. And Anita Sarkeesian, she sees that kind of thing, and she's no dummy. She's she is getting a little long in the tooth now. She sees that there's a I don't know, about 10 years ago there started to be a way to make a living as a feminist. That's your job title. You're a professional feminist. And you know that you can get some Patreon bucks from not only from 12-year-old girls who've been brainwashed by commies, but from big businesses who want to say, we're working with Anita Sarkeesian to make sure that our project is compliant with, her vaginal standards, whatever the hell they are, her and her weird-ass eyebrows. Good-looking chick who's kind of older now. She should have gotten married and had kids like 5 or 10 years ago. Get married, have kids, have yourself a happy family. Or don't get married, just have kids. You gotta have kids. You gotta have a family, guys. Don't be like Anita Sarkeesian. As far as I know, she could be married and have kids. I have no idea. So yeah, she saw there was a quick buck to be made, and God bless her. She's taking money from gullible teenagers who have money to spare. Not a big deal. And she's taking money from companies who probably pay her a consulting fee of probably not a whole lot of money, but she gets it from different companies. And then she's got a Patreon. So she's a hustler. She found a way to make a living from dumb people. Pretty much. That's what it kind of boils down to. Anyway, she has a criticism for The Mandalorian, but it doesn't seem like she watched it because she got some of the facts wrong in the first tweet. And John Farrow. First of all, if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, have someone send me thank you to the person who's been sending me stuff on someone sent me their password and their not Netflix, Disney Plus information so I could sign in and watch it. And I've watched all 3 episodes, and it's good. And it makes me wonder, why doesn't Star Wars have more stuff like this? The answer to that is probably, I don't know, because it's not propaganda. Probably because the 12 angry Twitter sociopaths are going to just lose their rag over, you would have been happier if you had kids. That's what it boils down to. Don't be a cat lady. You're getting older now. She's probably 35. That's do it. Pull the trigger. Have kids. Anyway, a self-labeled feminist media critic. That's grifter. Okay, so yeah, why don't they do more Star Wars like this? Because it's not propaganda. It was a good, simple show of a stoic, tough guy, a Clint Eastwood character rolling through the desert with his 6-gun and whatever he's doing. It's just a dumb, simple story. And the thing is, in the big picture, if the original trilogy, if this came out during the time of the original trilogy, you'd probably look at The Mandalorian and say, it's nothing special. The only reason why it's so special now is because Disney Star Wars is so bad that we look at this and think, oh my God, this is awesome. It's good, it's solid, it's simple, but it's not awesome. It's just so much better than what we're given. When you're given a dirt sandwich, a carrot looks pretty good. Snarkeesian took to Twitter. Really should have cleaned that thumbnail. To play victim, despite being the initial aggressor. Oh, because she's not the one who caused that guy to commit suicide. That was Zoe Sarkeesian. No, not Zoe Sarkeesian. Zoe Quinn. Zoe Quinn, whose real name is like Chelsea Van Valkenburg. So the Valkenburg's not cool enough, so she had to change it to Zoe Quinn, bro. Something patriarchy. Wow, nearly 3,000 replies because one woman voices her opinion that we shouldn't be at a point anymore where we just accept media that normalizes patriarchy. Cool. Everyone's having a normal one, I see. Okay, basically she did this tweet because she needs money. She needs you to send her money. She needs consulting fees from, I don't know, what if she does, game designers. And she did some tweet like 2 months ago where she was, some company was chiming in on something about some people were upset because, the 12 angry Twitter, girls on PMS were upset because the video game characters were in bra and panties or something, looking hot and sexy to sell the game. And so she said something like, oh, you really should hire me as your consultant to avoid these kind of social media faux pas. Like, hey, Anita, we're not paying you $40,000 to tell us that hot chicks are bad. How about you go after yourself, Anita? Anyway, so she's probably running out of money. And that's why she needs to say the Mandalorian is bad. Am I extremely tired, or is there not a single female speaking character in the first episode? Mandalorian? I have missed something, right? 18,000 people like that tweet. I guess that means they didn't see the show. And the thing is, what's the right amount of female speaking characters in The Mandalorian? What if there weren't any? Why would that be a problem? Oh, we need equal representation. You guys have Catwoman, I don't know, The Watchmen, Charlie's Angels. Why don't you go watch Charlie's Angels? Because it sucks. Why does it suck? Because it has too many women in it who are just like acting like whiny bitches. Okay, well, those are your movies. Why is Charlie's Angels and Batgirl going to underperform? Because you guys don't put your money where your vagina is. She dropped the insinuation, doubled down on her attack. Let's read her tweet. Most mass media overwhelmingly centers men and perpetuates patriarchy. The Mandalorian, spelled correctly this time, is no exception. It wastes no time in establishing a patriarchal setting. The bartender is a man, okay, so what? What's the problem with it? Patriarchies are awesome. Here's the thing, guys. You gotta, instead of trying to say, oh, no, it doesn't, there's women in there, there's people in there, just say, so what? Patriarchies are good. No. Don't give in to them when they say establishing patriarchy. So yeah, we believe in patriarchies. We think patriarchies are really, really good. We think men are really good at running things. Because really, what do they say to that? No. I mean, there's no shortage of female leaders, especially in Europe, you could point to, who, are dog food. You just gotta grab your balls, and just tell these people to get effed. Tell them, yeah, patriarchies are good. Men are really good at running things. Yeah, we really believe that. I mean, it probably caused their brain to go into vapor lock. It may introduce a few significant female characters later on. It doesn't change the fact it perpetuates and normalizes patriarchy. So yeah, I think patriarchy is good because I think men are better running things than women. What would they say to that? I don't know. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear that, though. Here's the thing. Almost all societies are patriarchal. I don't know. You may have matrilineal, some matrilineal societies and some matriarchal societies, but most societies are patriarchal because of, physical anthropology and biology. But they never actually go into the facts and reasoning and logic about why things are patriarchies. The men are, just the physical side of it, the structure. They're taller, more muscled. They do things like, go out and hunt and throw the spear at the deer or whatever. And women are, breastfeeding their babies and taking care of them because men and women are different. But these people seem to think they're not. It's bizarre. Okay, so she's trying to get victim points. This morning, I woke up to 3,000 replies, and they are still coming in. These replies are a mishmash of whatever. Women are dumb. What if they are dumb? I don't know if women are dumb. Women aren't dumb, but Anita Sarkeesian, she's definitely a grifter. it does offer us a moment to reflect on how online harassment is much more than sensational headlines about death and struggle snuggles. It can also be aggressive dog piles of thousands. Yeah, okay, so I think down below she says something about when the left does it, it's okay or something. Now imagine this every single time you tweet, change your tampon. Because you make your living on Twitter, on the internet, and you know that you are above reproach. You know Twitter is never going to censor you. They're never going to kick you off the platform for saying something racist or stupid. Now you might be thinking that the left dog piles too, and how is this different? Maybe you think I'm just mad because it's against my particular perspective. Yeah. I think you're mad. No, I don't think you give a shit about any of this. I think you're mad because people aren't sending you as much money. I think that's probably what it boils down to, because you've made a couple of comments where over the past 6 months where it seems like you're looking for work, you're looking for business, you want those corporate speaking fees. Allowing space to voice dissenting opinions is important, but there's a big difference between calling out oppressive and regressive ideologies, that would be yours, feminism, communism, globalism, and defending the status quo. You are the status quo. CNN, MSNBC, social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Vox, Slate, Salon, The Hill, Mike, now this, BuzzFeed. You are the status quo. The left wing is the status quo. And it actively works to dehumanize the most vulnerable people in our society. The most vulnerable people in our society now are Christian, cis, hetero men of European descent. Guys, you gotta stick with that narrative of feeding them their own plot back to them. They're talking about protecting the most vulnerable people, and people are automatically thinking, "Oh, it must be these brown people over here." Why would it be the brown people over there? It's like I said, it's the white Christian straight men. They're the most, in the past 30 years, they have the most people who have been victim of the most racist, bigoted hatred. I mean, we're headed for dark days now. And I mean very dark days. We're headed for, history repeats itself. I won't try not to blackpill the video, but I'll leave it at that. I'll say history repeats itself. All right, she whines and bitches, and she needs money. Basically, she needs money. So support my Patreon with $1 a month. Yeah. If the choice is give her $1 a month or give me $1 a month, whatever. You get the idea. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next episode.